I am the true alpha male, the living legend of hair loss, and your personal hairline hero. Let's get to it. It's COVID-19. You know the deal. I don't have a job anymore. Hopefully I'll get it back on July 1st. And for you, you're hopelessly bored because you don't have anything else to do either. So it's a symbiotic relationship. I am able to make more money during this time from my videos. You need more videos to watch. You're obsessed with hair loss. I'm obsessed with making money who are obsessed with hair loss. So I pretend to care. I can't even say I'm pretending to care about hair loss. I openly talk about how much it's pointless to talk about it other than to realize it doesn't matter and say, hey, hi, I don't care, thanks. Oh no, do I have to make another one of these videos responding to respectable person? This is the worst. It's like I'm Michael Scott, and then when I see respectable person, I'm like, oh man, it's Toby. Like that's the relationship. A perfect foil. If we were WWE wrestlers, like we would be a great match. Respectable person, most likely a MGTOW, a hair transplant defender of the universe. Here we go again. All right. This isn't going to be fun. If I were you guys, I'd just turn off the video now. It's not going to be any fun. Actually, it is. Mature hairline, but immature man. In your 30s, you need to grow up. That was the video. And respectable person had this to say, quote, hey Nick, I have a couple of questions for you that I would appreciate if you would answer. And this got 1 thumbs up. So there's one other MGTOW that really appreciated this comment. So I haven't even read it yet. I just saw another one. Respectable person who has high conflict personality, like many atheists do, maybe an atheist, I don't know, but it's a certain personality type. I reduce people down to personality traits and what motivates them. When I'm like, okay, it's just gonna be a big long thing that I gotta sort through. It's like a homework assignment every time a respectable person leaves a comment. Here it is, quote, hey Nick, I have a couple of questions for you that I'd appreciate if you would answer. Okay. So you're going to appreciate this because I'm going to answer them. You may not like, you're not going to like what I'm saying. You already know what I'm going to say, and you know that I'm not like it, but you said that you'd appreciate if I answered anyway. So for the fact that I'm saying it, you can appreciate it, right? Number 1, in what way is it alpha to focus mostly on other people and not yourself? AKA kiss other people's butts and let all your hair fall out. To me, it sounds like you're trying to rebrand being a submissive Uncle Tom as being noble. Uncle Tom, that's like a racist thing, right? I thought this is about hair. Why are we talking about race? Maybe a better term instead of Uncle Tom. How about simp? Look that up. Simp. A simp is the kind of person who kisses people's butts so that people will like them, but specifically it'd be like a guy who is saying, I'm all about women's rights. I'm a feminist, but he's a man, he's a straight man, and he's only saying that and acting that way to get women to like him. That's a simp. If anything, it almost sounds like a simp, but again, based on the last comment I focused video on for respectable person, he sounded like a MGTOW. And a MGTOW definitely is not trying to make women happy. They swear women off. So, okay, I'm just trying to, that's a strange reference. So basically he's saying, yeah, I mean, in what way is it alpha to focus on other people and yourself? Yeah, I just made another video responding to him saying this exact thing. I've said it more than once. You want to be a true alpha male? You want people to like you and respect you? Focus on other people and not yourself. Those are the kind of people who are never going to grow up and be successful and reach their goals because they're too focused on themselves, thinking that their looks matter. I talk about this. This is like the main thing I say all the time. And he's saying basically, you're not taking care of yourself. See, this is why MGTOWs and we're the complete opposite side of the spectrum. So in what way is it alpha? I've already explained that. It's about being a leader. And being a weak-minded person is worrying about yourself. Being a strong-minded person is caring about other people. Because ultimately when you take care of other people, they take care of you. Otherwise, you're not doing a good job of taking care of other people because you're too focused on yourself. Number 2, this is still the comment. You always say that it is beta to take minoxidil, yes, and get a hair transplant, yes, because it goes against our genetics. Why should I guess we be subservient to our genetics and the age of modern medicine? Is it beta to have crooked teeth corrected? Beta to take medication in general. Poor genetics have ruined people's lives. Look at people who are born predisposed to horrific cancers or born without body parts. Exactly. So you're talking about that and comparing it to something so cosmetic as hair loss? Exactly proving my point right now. I'm not even done reading the comment. Why should we be... There it is, Uncle Tom's, dude. Uncle Tom? No. That's like a racist, outdated... You need to find a new word. Stop saying Uncle Tom. That's weird. That's just really strange. All right, back to... Why should we be Uncle Toms to our bad genes when it comes to hair loss, but not anything else? To me, losing your hair is like a bad genetic trait, like genetic cancer, but with less consequences. Is receiving healthcare beta. Wow. This also, again, reminds me of an atheist. Respectable person, I think you're also an atheist. My interaction with atheists online is that they're very much into tribalism. In other words, if you don't think just like them, then you're a horrible person. Now, do I feel that way about people who get hair transplants? No. I've made it very clear. They're beta. I'm not saying they're the bad. We need betas. Everyone can't be an alpha male. In fact, if everyone had a perfect head of hair, then people would find something else to focus on, to be insecure about, and I would be monopolizing on that on YouTube instead of this. That's how people are wired. So fixing the hair wouldn't solve the problem. Then they would care too much about their crooked teeth, or their crooked nose, or their kind of lazy eye. Don't need to prove it to you. People will find something to be insecure about, and therefore can remove them from an alpha situation and say, hey everybody, I'm a beta. And that's what's funny is, because the whole concept is, if you're a beta, like the way people perceive betas is that, okay, whatever you want, okay, I'll do that. Like there's a very submissive person, and then an alpha's like, oh, it's my way or the highway. But in reality, a true alpha is like the person serving everybody else and being a leader, and the beta is the one, look at me, but what about me? What about me? And then the alpha's like, okay, you want, here, you can have this. There you go. Will that make you happy? I just really need you to work on that part for me. Can you handle that, buddy? Okay, thank you. But what about me? What about me? See, it's a matter of either you focus too much on yourself or you focus on others, and ultimately, again, people will take care of you if you do a good job of taking care of them. A good job. That's what I said. Make sure that becomes a focus, so that's not taken out of context and I have to make another 10-minute video for a MGTOW like this. So he's taking genetic issues like sicknesses and diseases and comparing it to hair loss. Hair loss is not a disease. Therefore, there's no cure. There doesn't need to be a cure because hair loss is not a disease. Horrible comparison. Number 3, and I can finally end this stupid video. I hate doing this. Number 3, do you realize, oh, with an S, so he's British. Okay, so this is not an American. This is like a British MGTOW. Do you realize that being a well-groomed white man, are you black? Is that why you're talking about Uncle Tom? Is that what this is about? That's weird. Is this going to become a thing about race? Do I have to mention that I'm actually Hispanic? Will that change anything? Or am I still just white no matter what? Is this a race thing? Man, do you realize that being a well-groomed white man with a job just doesn't cut it anymore? Yeah, you're telling me because I don't have a job anymore. I had a great job and now I don't because of Corona. Hopefully I'll get it back on July 1st. Do you realize that being a well-groomed white man with a job doesn't just cut it anymore? Have you read forums like Reddit? No, and I never will because I have a life. About female dating strategy? No, I don't want to know and I don't care. Because confident men don't need to read lame articles online to figure out what women want. How the women there and similar lipstick forums, that sounds horrible. Let me take a shower. Okay, so that they mock average men with receding hairlines. How do you know that your wife isn't on them mocking you behind your back? You wanna know how? Because I married an intelligent woman who is confident in herself, and she appreciates that I take care of her emotional needs, because that's so much what it's about. When you're a man and you're trying to have a relationship with a woman, you take care of her emotional and psychological needs, and everything else works itself out. But if you can't do that, if you're too weak-minded to do that, you're not going to be successful in that way. It's so funny. I talked about this before. Hurt people hurt people. Fearful people try to cause fear in other people. And that's exactly what it is. Oh no, what's my wife doing? No. Has it occurred to you, wow, this is so lame. Has it occurred to you that she may be having an affair with a guy or a girl that she finds better looking than you? Oh man. Okay, look, I think I need to make it just a new series that I start responding to every comment that respectable person puts on here, because it's just pure comedy gold. It's everything that I'm not. I talk about being victorious, choosing to be victorious, or allowing yourself to be a victim. This is victim mentality all the way to a 10. Pure comedy. Comments belong right here.